Only 2 years after entering service, the SR-71 Blackbird from the United States had already become one of the most feared aircraft by the Soviet Union. But what was the reason? In the middle of the Cold War, on May 1st, 1960, the world was shocked. An American U-2 spy plane was shot down over Sverdlovsk, and its pilot, Gary Powers, was captured by the Soviet Union. The diplomatic scandal was enormous, and it made clear that the United States needed something much faster and higher flying, capable of evading any missile or enemy fighter. The situation was critical. The USSR was hiding nuclear missiles in remote areas of Siberia and the Arctic, while the spy satellites of the time, such as Corona, had such low resolution that they couldn't even see through clouds. The CIA demanded images of secret silos in Turatom and submarines in Severomorsk. The Air Force called for an aircraft that could survive Soviet surface-to-air missiles and interceptors like the MiG-25. And the Pentagon had one clear order: avoid another international incident like the U-2 affair. The solution was radical: an aircraft capable of flying at over Mach 3, so fast that no missile would have time to reach it. With a design that absorbed part of the radar waves and black paint that helped dissipate heat, the CIA launched the secret Oxcart program in 1962, developed by Lockheed's Skunk Works, to create a spy plane that could outperform the U-2. From that project came the SR-71 Blackbird, designed to fly at more than Mach 3 and at an altitude of 26 kilometers, relying on speed and a stealthy shape to evade enemy defenses. Its fuselage, made 85% of titanium secretly acquired from the USSR itself, withstood extreme heat thanks to expandable joints and variable air intakes. Equipped with ultra-high-resolution cameras, it could photograph targets in great detail without any missile of its era being able to reach it. For the Soviet Union, the SR-71 Blackbird was a technological nightmare that was impossible to stop. Its flight profile made it invulnerable to any existing Soviet air defense. It operated at 25,900 meters of altitude, well above the reach of the Soviet S-200 Gammon and S-75 Guideline missiles, and maintained a constant speed of Mach 3.2 for hours. Even if a missile were successfully launched, the aircraft could accelerate to Mach 3.5, reducing interception time to less than 30 seconds, insufficient for the radar guidance of air defenses to complete its task. Soviet defenses were completely outmatched. Ground-based Dnepr and Nestor radars could only track it in a straight line, but the SR-71 flew elliptical, unpredictable routes. The heat from its engines confused infrared sensors to the point that MiG-25 Foxbat interceptor pilots sometimes mistook it for a meteor. Even the most advanced interceptor, the MiG-31 Foxhound, could only sustain Mach 2.8 for 5 minutes before damaging its engines, while the SR-71 could maintain Mach 3 plus for 3 hours straight. In electronic intelligence, the American advantage was absolute. The Blackbird flew in complete radio silence, emitting no radar or communications. Soviet systems could not triangulate its position, and their jamming equipment was useless against its passive sensors. The captured images were stored in armored capsules, impossible to intercept, and recovered only in secure U.S. territory. Its engineering was unmatched. It was built from 93% special titanium and coated with ferrite to absorb Soviet radar waves. It could withstand temperatures of up to 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit on its nose thanks to seals lined with gold. Its Pratt & Whitney J58 engines were unique. At Mach 3, 80% of their thrust came from the hypersonic compressor rather than the turbine, something Soviet aerospace engineering never managed to replicate. Declassified KGB documents from 1984 openly admitted defeat with a blunt statement: the SR-71 object cannot be destroyed with current means. We recommend prioritizing the development of hypersonic missiles. Even the Soviet Air Defense Manual included a page titled SR-71, Non-Interception Tactics, acknowledging that they could only track it, but never shoot it down. The Soviet failure against the SR-71 was due to their attempt to stop it using the same defenses they employed against ordinary aircraft. Their radars could not track it, their missiles could not reach its altitude, and their fighters lacked the speed to intercept it. The Blackbird always operated beyond their reach, making it clear that the USSR had no technology capable of shooting it down. And that's all for today, gentlemen. Thank you all for sticking around until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.